Microwave Cart Island. This is the microwave cart that my husband and I turned into an island. It has a shelf in the middle, 2 doors on the bottom, with extra storage. We attached blocks of wood to the microwave cart with angle brackets so that we could attach the countertop to it. The angle brackets were attached to the back of the wood blocks and to the top of the microwave cart. The countertop that we used for this was a scrap piece that we had. It measures 30 inches wide by 36 inches long. We turned it upside down on a flat surface so that we could attach the microwave cart to it. Once we placed the microwave cart on the countertop, we positioned it where we wanted it, and then we attached it to the countertop with angle brackets. This time we placed the angle brackets on the front of the wood blocks and into the underside of the countertop. The island overall measures 30 inches wide, 36 inches long, and about 3 foot 1 inches high. There is room around it to put a couple of stools if we decide to do that. To finish off the island, we added a piece of wood to the cut-in and then attached a power strip to that. We also have hooks added to hold my power strip cord when not in use. This way I can plug in my power strip to an outlet somewhere, and I can use small appliances on my island as needed. Oven shelf. I needed a place to put my oven, and I had 4 of these country blue shelves. So I asked my husband if he would cut them and make a shelf for me for my oven. He did. Then he sanded them and primed them, getting them ready to be painted. We painted the boards to match the trim and the drawer fronts in our kitchen. That way it would tie everything together as far as color-wise. We attached the medium length board to the side of the longest board with flat brackets, so that would make the depth I needed for my oven shelf. We then attached the shortest board to the end of the longest board, again with a flat bracket. This gave me the length I needed to go across the wall from one end to the other. To attach the shelf to the wall, we used white angle brackets attached to the bottom of the shelf and to the wall. We also put a piece of wood on the adjoining wall to hold the end of the shelf so that it can be braced, as that is the end that is holding the oven. Once we got the shelf on the wall, we attached a power strip to the wall underneath the shelf so that I could plug my oven in, and it comes in handy for plugging in other items as well. In addition to the oven shelf and the power strip, we added extra lighting to that area. We have a 4-foot shop light that we mounted under the shelf, as well as a 4-foot shop light that we mounted over the sink area. That gives plenty of extra light. For shelf spice rack. To make the spice rack, my husband took a piece of board and cut it into 4 equal pieces. He then sanded the boards, painted them, and drilled holes in each of the 4 corners of each board, making sure they lined up. Once the boards were dry, I placed a 1/4-inch threaded rod through each of the drilled holes in the corner. I also used washers and wing nuts to hold the boards in place. Here I'm placing the last wing nuts on the bottom of the spice rack. There is 5.5 inches between the top shelf and the second shelf, and the second and the third shelf. There is 6.5 inches between the third shelf and the bottom shelf. This is the finished spice rack. Eventually it will hang on the wall next to my cooking unit. That will happen once we get through with our kitchen.